And now to the first of two teams who I believe are competing in back-to-back Junior Grand Prix, scheduled to compete again in Gdansk next week. Nikola SITKOVA and Oliver KUBACAK representing Slovakia. Nikola SITKOVA and Oliver KUBACAK, and Oliver perhaps just showing us there the exhaustion of the program, the very ending closing section of the program, whether or not that'll come down as a fall. I think he managed to maintain his weight over his blade, so should be okay, but certainly he kind of have the exhaustion.
He kind of held that position as if, oh no, I meant to put my knee down here. Like, yeah.
Nikola was the one that looked then like, oh, what do I do now?
Yeah. And here's the twists. This team is still early on in its development of pair elements, so they're going to be a little bit rough. Here's the, they're just hitting more simple. There's the throw double salcho. That was nicely done. Well executed. Good technique. There's that group 5 reverse where the girl is turned backwards and doesn't really see the man's hand for lifting and has to just feel her way through that. There's the change of position, grab the blade. Good turns. Carry a little bit more speed and flow across the ice, but that will come in lots of more training as we see the group 3 lift, hand to hip. This comes in a level 4, so all 4 features: change of position, difficult hold, difficult position, and there's the dismount. Throw double Lutz, or flip that is. And here's the forward inside desk power. This comes in at level 2, so missing, and that's probably the easiest. Most pair teams will say that the forward inside is the easiest desk power, as he just puts down the knee and goes, good, here's my pose, right?
Coach Rastislav Priak, and this team, they skated well. The twist comes in at a level 4, both lifts in at level 4, so their pairs elements strong and comfortable. They were 13th at Junior Worlds last year, and I'm sure in the off-season they'll have been working on upping the difficulty of the throws and the side-by-sides, but they're consistent and solid and united as a team.
Yeah, that was, I think, a pretty good overall performance. Their personal best is 75.45 in the free program. We'll see whether they can catch that score here with this one, but we're not sure. And really for them, it's just the process of, okay, we have another competition under our belt. How are we doing? What do we need to improve for our next competition? Where is that? And whether it's another international or the nationals coming up, they have a little bit of time to get back on track.
And I think for this, I think this team is competing in Gdansk next week. So then, because they've skated relatively cleanly here, how much can they push the components? Can next week they go out and give significantly more presentation? Can they look engaged and committed in the dance break to make the judges take their components from the 4s into the 5s?
Yeah, sorry, Mark, you're right. Absolutely. Next week, this is not their first, this is not their second one on the Junior Grand Prix this season, so they'll skate back to back, which makes sense when you're here in Europe. It's not a huge amount of travel, and you've had a little bit more time to prepare, so we'll see how that unfolds next week.
And it'd be fascinating to hear from Rastislav and just see where the coaches are at and how can they maximize the brain space of Nikola and Oliver for the next few days. What can they hone in on? Can they, where will the coach's approach be? Could it be, can we get a forward inside desk bar level 3 and add points that way? Or can we just focus on grades of execution? Yeah. So many ways in which the team can try push.
Free program score 71.62 for Nikola and Oliver, and that is first in the free program. With a total competition score of 108.87. Second team out, but they are, for the moment at least, in first place.